guys, Courtney here with Courtney's Customs, and today I'm going to be showing y'all how to make a rust effect tumbler. I am starting off with a 17-ounce mason jar from Courtney's Customs Blanks. I'll have my link down in the description. And I base painted it gold from Rust-Oleum. You can base paint it white, but I just feel like this kind of goes with the rusty collars a little more, so it might be a little easier of a base coat to work with. And I am using the Rust Effect paints. These are from the Glitter Grind. It all came in like one bundle. And these are such good paints, guys. I use them for like my patina tumblers. And they have several different bundles. Like they have the camo bundle, they have the rust bundle, they have a lot. So I'm going to have my link for them down in the description. Definitely go check those out. I also have some chip brushes. I would have liked for them to be all one size, but this is just kind of what I have. And I have one for each color. So let's get started. I also wanted to mention, which I'm sure you saw, I did tape off the rim of this tumbler where the lid screws on because I don't want anything obstructing that and making it impossible to screw the lid onto this when it's done. So I'm just going to shake up these paints really good because, you know, like any other paint, they've been sitting around for a little while. They do tend to settle. So just shake them up really good. And I'm just going to open all of them so they are easier to get to. And at this point, it is really just random. So that's what I like about these tumblers with like these kinds of paints, the patina looks and all that. They're not going to look the same. At this point, you're just going to randomly pick a color and just kind of swipe, blend your colors together really well. I do suggest doing thin coats because this paint is extremely thick, so you don't want it to be like clumpy. So definitely try to work with as thin of coats as you can, if that makes sense. So I've decided to try something last minute. Now that all of these paints are dry, I am going to kind of like jazz it up a little bit. And I am going to go in with copper metallic flakes from the Glitter Grind. These are so daggone pretty and they just kind of match, you know, the rusty aesthetic of this tumbler. So I'm going to go in with some Tack It Over and Over and a paintbrush from Pop of Color. I'll have my link for them down in the description, but the Tack It is also from the Glitter Grind. And I'm just going to kind of randomly put, not a whole lot, I mean just a little bit of these metallic flakes onto the tumbler. Okay, so I just put some big chunks of the flakes on here, kind of let it dry. We know that, you know, Tack It doesn't actually dry. It stays pretty tacky. So now I'm going to go in with a chip brush and just kind of like wipe away kind of aggressively because I don't want like these big chunks on there. So I'm just kind of like mess it up so only some of it will stay on. Okay, so I think it looks really cute. What I'm going to do is not seal it. I'm not going to do any sort of sealing. I am just going to put a couple coats of epoxy over it. But first I'm going to retape that rim with my painter's tape so I don't get any epoxy on it. And then I'm going to put a couple coats of epoxy on there, and then I will come back to show you what we're going to do for the decal. Okay, there are a couple coats of epoxy, and this is what I'm working with now. I love it. So we're going to do a little bit of distressing. What I'm going to do, let me show you the decal first. I know it's going to be mirrored because you guys know how I do my water slides, but it says Mama Tried, and the colors kind of coordinate with the rust colors on this tumbler, and then the pop of color from like the teal on the text. So I really love it. I got that image from Creative Fabrica. I'll make sure to put a link in the description for you guys. But what I'm going to do, of course, if I just put this clear water slide right on top of this, it's not going to show up. This is way too dark. So I am going to first take some black spray paint and spray paint just a section on one part of the tumbler, and then once the black spray paint dries, I'm going to go over the black spray paint with some white spray paint, let that dry, and then come back. So now that the paint is good and dry, I'm going to take some pure acetone and some paper towels, and this is where I'm going to start distressing it. I am just going to get this nice and folded up, a couple pumps of acetone, and then kind of like rub this paint spot, like make it a little smaller, make the edges not look perfect. And this is why I did black and white, because you can like see like a shadow almost of that black paint underneath of the white paint whenever you go to do the distressing. Okay, so that should be about a good enough size, I think. So now, of course, I'm going to clean this up. But to clean up some of that white, I'm going to use paper towels again. But instead of acetone, I'll use 91% alcohol. And that will kind of help remove all of like the mess that I made, but not take up too much of the white paint. Okay, so I messed up, but I did end up spraying some white spray paint over it to kind of like fix my mistakes, and then I cleaned it up again. So this is what we're working with right now. I'm going to take my decal, this is Hippo water slide paper, and put it down in my water for a good 30 seconds, and then apply it to that white spot. Okay, so that turned out super cute. I really, really like it. I am going to let this dry for like the next 30 minutes or so, and then pop it on my turner back here from Bama Cups, add a couple coats of epoxy, and come back to show you all the finished result. After some epoxy, this is what we're left with, and I am absolutely in love with this tumbler. I love it so, so much. I will have it on my website eventually, but I am actually leaving for vacation. Maybe by the time you watch this, I'm already back from vacation. I don't know, but I'm leaving for vacation tomorrow, so I'm going to have a lot of new things on my website when I get back, and this will be one of them. Let me know what you guys think. Remember, all of the paints that I used were from the Glitter Grind. It's the Rust Effect bundle. I absolutely love it. Before I go, I do have y'all's cup of positivity for the day, and today's quote is, "A beautiful day begins with a beautiful mindset." That has an unknown author. That's all I have for you guys today. I really hope you enjoyed the tutorial. I hope you enjoy the outcome. If y'all have any questions, like always, please feel free to comment. Don't forget to subscribe. Be kind, love one another, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!